10 Stars You Forgot Were on Days of Our Lives. From Pamela Anderson to Pat Sajak. The Days of Our Lives guest book. From Baywatch to Wheel of Fortune, the soap's most surprising alumni. In the sprawling, sun-drenched landscape of television history, few institutions stand as resilient or as prolific as NBC's Days of Our Lives. For 60 years, the fictional city of Salem has been a crucible of drama, romance, and amnesia-induced plot twists, captivating audiences through over 15,000 episodes. As the show celebrates its diamond anniversary and sails into its 61st season, it's not just the legacy of the Hortons and the Bradys that deserves recognition, but the sheer number of Hollywood careers that were launched, revived, or briefly docked in its iconic town square. Long before they became household names in vastly different genres, from sitcoms to game shows to blockbuster action films, a surprising roster of stars cut their teeth on the sound stages of Days. They were the scheming secretaries, the troubled teens, the mysterious strangers who drifted through town, leaving an indelible mark on the show's rich tapestry before their fame catapulted them into a different stratosphere. Here are 10 stars you absolutely forgot were on Days of Our Lives. 1. Pamela Anderson. From Salem waitress to Baywatch icon. In the soap opera world, the local pub or cafe is always a hotbed of intrigue, and in 1985, that hub was Doug's Place. Serving up coffee and a side of attitude was a young, bubbly waitress named Cynthia. The actress behind the apron? None other than Pamela Anderson. 2 years before she would be discovered on the Jumbotron at a BC Lions football game, and a full 6 years before she would become the iconic C.J. Parker on Baywatch, Anderson had her first major acting role in Salem. Her time was brief, but it marked the beginning of a journey that would make her one of the most recognizable faces on the planet. 2. Pat Sajak. Trading drama for vowels. Years before he was spinning the wheel and charming contestants with his wry wit, Pat Sajak was embroiled in the kind of drama only Salem could provide. In the early 1970s, Sajak appeared in a handful of episodes as a reporter. It's a surreal thought for modern audiences. The serene, unflappable host of Wheel of Fortune once hunted down leads on a possession storyline or a faked death. His pivot from daytime drama to daytime game shows proved to be a legendary career move, but his Days stint remains a fascinating footnote in his career. 3. Christina Applegate. The original Salem baby. Long before she was the sardonic Kelly Bundy on Married with Children or the acclaimed star of Dead to Me, Christina Applegate was, quite literally, a prop. In 1972, when she was just 3 months old, Applegate appeared on the show as baby Bert Grizel. Her mother, actress Nancy Pretty, was a cast member at the time, and the infant Applegate made her uncredited and likely unaware television debut. It's one of the show's most charming pieces of trivia, a future Emmy winner who napped through her first foray into the world of Salem. 4. Kevin Spacey. A villainous turn before House of Cards. Before Frank Underwood was breaking the fourth wall, a young Kevin Spacey was causing trouble in Salem. In 1983, Spacey appeared in a multi-episode arc as a ruthless, blackmailing henchman named Steve. His character was the kind of slimy, opportunistic villain that Days does so well, and Spacey chewed the scenery with the menacing charm that would later define his Oscar-winning career. It was a brief but potent preview of the formidable talent to come. 5. Ashley Benson. A Pretty Little Liar in peril. A decade before she became the central figure in The Mystery of Rosewood, Ashley Benson was a child actress navigating Salem's perilous foster care system. From 2003 to 2004, Benson played the troubled Abigail Devereaux, the long-lost daughter of Jack and Jennifer. Her storyline involved being kidnapped and held in a remote cabin, a classic soap trope that prepared her for the constant threats and mysteries her character, Hannah Marin, would later face. 6. John O'Hurley. A suave presence before Seinfeld. Best known as the impeccably dressed, impossibly pompous J. Peterman on Seinfeld, John O'Hurley brought his signature suaveness to Salem in the early 1990s. He played Dr. James Turner, a sophisticated and somewhat mysterious figure who became a love interest for one of the show's leading ladies. O'Hurley's aristocratic demeanor was a perfect fit for the often over-the-top world of soap operas, providing a preview of the iconic character that would make him a comedy legend. 7. Terrell Owens, From the Gridiron to the Hospital. In a crossover event that could only happen in the world of soaps, NFL superstar Terrell Owens made a guest appearance in 2013. Playing himself, Owens' storyline involved a charity event and a tense encounter with the Salem PD, eventually finding himself in the hospital, a familiar location for any resident of the town. His cameo was a fun, meta moment that highlighted Days' ability to blend its dramatic world with real-life celebrities. 8. Jason Bateman, a teen heartthrob before his arrested development. Before he was the hilariously beleaguered Michael Bluth, a teenage Jason Bateman was a soap opera regular. While his more prominent role was on The Hogan Family, Bateman made a guest appearance on Days of Our Lives in the mid-80s as a friend to the younger characters. It was a small part in the grand scheme of his career, but it placed him squarely within the ecosystem of 1980s television teen idols, a long way from the cynical wit he's known for today. 9. Josh Taylor, From Actor to Legendary Character. This is a unique entry. Josh Taylor is now synonymous with Days of Our Lives, having played the beloved Roman Brady for decades. However, fans with long memories will recall that Taylor first appeared on the show in the 1970s as a different character, Chris Kosicek. Chris was a bartender and a romantic interest for Marie Horton. Years later, Taylor returned to the show, but this time he was recast in the monumental role of Roman, proving that sometimes your most famous role is the one you grow into. 10. Michael J. Fox, A Brief Stop Before Time Travel. At the very dawn of his career, a fresh-faced Michael J. Fox appeared in a 1980 episode of Days. His role was minor, a young man named Andy who interacted with the core cast. It was a blink and you'll miss it part that aired just 2 years before he would land the role of Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties, and a full 5 years before he would become the world's most famous time traveler in Back to the Future. His appearance is a testament to the show's role as a foundational stepping stone for actors on the cusp of superstardom. The enduring magic of Days of Our Lives lies not just in its labyrinthine plots or its commitment to romance, but in its function as a living, breathing archive of television history. To scroll through its guest book is to take a whirlwind tour through decades of pop culture. It's a reminder that in Hollywood, every megastar has a history, and for a lucky, surprising few, that history began with a dramatic pause and a slow dissolve.